Hello. This is the first of a series of videos I'm planning to put together on managing difficult situations or managing crisis situations. Now, those of you that know me know I've had my fair share of problems to deal with, whether it was huge losses at Eurostar or problem brands at Procter & Gamble and other such places. But you know what? Whether or not they were in trouble or whether they were successful, there's a few things I learned on the way that are critical to success in whatever the kind of situation you're in. And I guess the most important of those, undoubtedly, is the idea that you've got to put the customer at the centre of your development, or in this case, of your recovery from a situation. The customer is the most important asset you've got in your business. So how you look after them and your ability to show that you care about them is going to be critical in terms of how you come out of the current situation. The questions we need to ask ourselves are not, how is the coronavirus affecting my business? It should be, how is the coronavirus affecting my customers and what could I do to help? It's a change of focus to the customer instead of ourselves, which will help us come through. So, okay, how do you do it? Well, look, I want to keep these really simple. I'm not going into all the case studies and all the background stories. Many of you have seen those before. I want to talk instead about what you can do, what I've learned from other people or from my own experiences. Often I'm getting it wrong, so the experiences here are about the learning. The first thing is you've got to understand how it's impacting on the customer. Of course, customer understanding comes first. And I think there's 4 simple questions you should be asking yourselves about your customer. Whether that's an internal customer, a member of your team, your boss, another department, or indeed whether it's an external customer that you're trying to sell services to or who is supplying you. And the 4 questions are as follows. Number 1, how is the virus or the current situation impacting on their ability to perform, their business results or their own personal performance? Number 2, what have they identified as the critical actions or priority steps they need to take in the next few months? Number 3, what are they trying to do for their customers and what pressures are they under from that? And number 4, I beg your pardon, probably the most important, how are they feeling? What's going on in their head at the moment? Because if you can get inside your customer's head, that's when you're in a powerful position to be able to help them. So to take those 4 questions, you're now in a position to build a platform moving forward that's based on them and not on you. So what you now need to do is write a customer promise. And the customer promise is a statement of what would success look like for this customer. So 4 months from now, they've got through this brilliantly. What does that success look like? And how has it shown up for them? What has had to happen in both physical and emotional terms in order to get them there? Armed with that customer promise, you now have a new platform for your activity. If you like, you've got a new job description. Your job is to help them achieve that definition of success. So now you say, what am I going to do to help them to get there? Both in communication terms or maybe in physical action terms. But the point is you're building your agenda around them, not around yourself. Now, there are lots of other things we need to look at as well. Of course there are things like how you manage your people through this, why it's important to innovate now, because then you'll come out of the situation faster at the end of it. Areas like, put my master thief hat on. What can we learn from other people? What can we learn from other people who manage crises on a regular basis? Big charities, the rescue services, they've all got principles they work to. And in future videos, I'll look at some of the principles we can learn from them. But for the moment and for the starting point of this crisis, I would argue the most important thing we can do is get that customer promise right. And I'm just going to remind you of the 4 questions that I would ask in a good low-tech fashion here. The first one is business impact. How is it impacting on what they do? What are their key priorities and actions coming out of it? What are they trying to do for their customers and how are they feeling? Once you have this understanding of their world, create a customer promise, create a definition of what will success look like for them in both physical and emotional terms, and then you start to say, what will be my role in helping to get them there? That's what I would be doing at the moment, and it's certainly what I'm doing for my customers at the moment, looking at how can I help them. If you'd like to find out a little bit more about this, or you'd like to explore it in a bit more depth, go to the website, which is hamishtaylor.com, okay? www.hamishtaylor.com. And if you use the contact box there, you can get in touch with me if you want to have a chat about this or you'd like a little bit of help in doing it for yourselves. But for the moment, good luck with it. We will get through this, we know we're going to get through this, but there is a lot of learning. You're not alone in this. Other people have the same issues, other people have been through it before. So for goodness sake, let's learn from each other as we move forward. Good luck.